Hello everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Razor from Fortnite. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you don't want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Okay, so I think I'm going to give her kind of a fun pose and see what we can do from here. Let's see. But I already started drawing the hands too big, so let's see what happens. Let's see, I can have it at an angle like this. This one down. Same thing there. Okay, that might work. So, let's see. So yeah, as with a lot of Fortnite characters, don't know anything about this one, but I have a lot of questions because what is this stuff that's hanging off of her? I mean, is it a tail? I mean, is it? No, is that a tail? I mean, that's all I can ask, because there's a lot of little cool doodly dads hanging off of her, and I don't know what they are. So. Okay, so let me get these feet down. I guess the main reason I'm asking is because, I got to draw them. And sometimes when I'm drawing stuff, I'm like, I don't know. Am I supposed to be drawing a foot? Am I supposed to be drawing a shoe? Am I supposed to be drawing a tail? Little things like that. Because, yeah, they're Fortnite characters. So sometimes there is no answer. It's just, well, it's there. Is all it really is, But, like I said, I am curious because it's there. And there isn't an answer, So, I don't know. I just get kind of curious with the way they design things. Okay, so let's see. There's a lot of detail in this one. And we're going to be drawing breasts, so, don't shy away. There's anatomy. That's all it really is. But they have them really accented here, like the edge, by the detail of the design. It's like, what is this thing in the center? I don't get it. But I'm going to draw it. Let's see what it is. Let's see, there's a belt right there. Let's see, I've got her kind of off here. And now I'm starting to add in some of the details. So I always tell everybody, get your position first, and then you can add detail. So like now I can draw the belt that she has over here that's holding shotgun shells. Can't really tell. But it's something. Right? Okay. And then see, this is why, like I said, I get kind of confused sometimes because there's a whole elaborate side piece here that I can't tell what any of it is. But like I said, it's very elaborate. There's a lot of stuff hanging off. There's a I don't know. I don't even know what some of this stuff is. Like I said, I can't tell if these are feathers or if this is extra tail, I guess. I don't know. I really don't know. But anyway, it's some of the fun, crazy detail that they added onto their characters that I just got to work on. I got to practice. And then this one almost has too much detail, I'll be honest with you. I'm drawing it because it's crazy and fun, but then there's like these... I sound like I'm more complaining than enjoying it because there's so much detail. But it's just strange because then there's like these weird straps on the leg over here. So it's almost like the designers had all these fun ideas and they just threw everything onto this one character, Okay, so then there's like pantyhose on this side. or lederhosen, I guess. Is that what it's supposed to be? Is it supposed to be like some kind of futuristic lederhosen, I guess? I don't know. I don't even know what that is, honestly. I'm just going by what I've heard and seen in movies. That's the level of my education, what I find in movies. All right, so I'm going to draw her knee like this. Then her boots have a very... Okay, so I'm just going to talk this through because I don't know what half this stuff is, and I don't know what they're going for. Because, again, this kind of seems like, strange lederhosen in the front. But then, it's got this almost like Japanese toe shoe thing in the front. Right? Okay, hang on. So it's got this strappy belt thing on the front. Strappy belt thing. And then the foot coming down. And, okay, so here's where... This is what I was talking about, the big toe thing. Where, like, this one thing that goes... The one strap that goes through the front toe. And... Okay, I don't know. I'm just going to draw. I'm going to stop trying to figure it out, and I'm just going to draw. Because... Yeah. Then it's got an ear, right? Is that an ear? I don't know. I really don't know. But we're going to draw it. Okay. So, now that means I got to do the same thing over here. Draw the strap across to the toe. Toe. Heel. And, sole. Like that. Okay. It's a lot of detail just for the feet. We have barely even got to the top. So, I got to get back up here. I got to draw her backpack straps. Okay. And then her shirt. Got kind of a puffy sleeve. Something like that. Okay. And I don't think... It looks like... Well, let's see. There's like a... What is that? Like a jingle ball in the front, like a bell, and then the headphones. Something like that. And then, see, same thing, sleeve over here, puffy sleeve. Or bell sleeve, I guess, because it kind of bells out like a bell. Oh, you know what? Before I get up there all the way, I'm going to keep on this. And there's a strap to the belt. Like that. And then one more going across. And that's why I said I need to stay here. Because there's more hanging off. There's... Let's see. There's like this tail thing hanging down here. There's a... I don't know what this is. That seems to be my mantra today. I don't know what this is, but I'm drawing it. Same thing over here. There's another like tail type kind of thing. And another one of those. So we'll just kind of draw that out to the side. Something like that. Okay? All right. Here we go. So her arms are going to be... Let's see. She's got a sleeve thing on here. I'm going to draw her forearm, which has got armor going across. Like that, but we can only see the back side of it. So that's all we got to do there. And then I'm just going to draw her hand. And so let's see if I can do this right without going too big. There's the meat of her hand. There's that. There's the thumb. Oops, okay. I need to sharpen my pencil, what I need to do. Okay, and I don't want to go too crazy with the fingers, draw them too big. So I just spaced out where they're going to be. something like that. There's the armor for the backside there. And let's draw this other hand over here. Same thing, she's got a long glove type thing over here on this side. There's the elbow to the wrist. And the other hand over here, the wrist is a little small. Let me make that a little bit bigger again. So again, draw the hand like that. All right, so one finger there, one there. Sometimes I do this with the fingers, the hands. I kind of guess at the height, and that also helps me with the placement of the way the hand is going to be. There we go. Out like that. So basically she's just jazz hands, you know, that's kind of what I'm going for. So, all right, so now we can finish up the head here. And so I'm going to draw the size of the head. And then I'm going to draw, let's see, the goggles. Just kind of place them first, and that way I can draw the hair afterwards. Just want to make sure I've got the goggles where I want them to be. And draw the top part like that. Yeah, that works out. That works out. So, let's see, her face is going to be just straight on face. Okay, that'll work. That'll work. Alrighty. So now that I've got the facial features placed roughly, I can draw the hair to where I think it's going to be. And so it's coming out of the mask. And what's funny is, looking at the overall picture of it, it kind of looks to me like a big fuzzy spider. Like those are the teeth, you know? Okay. And also it kind of, let's see, it goes around like that, it goes around like that. Then these, you'll see what I'm talking about in a second. Okay. And let's see, there's another piece back there like that. That's cut off by the mask. And then, on top of all of that, one big piece comes around like that. Okay, I think I'm finally ready. That was a lot of drawing to start with the sketch. I mean, with the Sharpie. And whoof. All right, so let me erase some of this. Let's see how fast we can go, because sorry, that took up half my time. But that's the character. That's the detail that's in it. That's why you're here, right? Okay, so if you want to help me welcome all the people that skipped to this portion of the video, the Sharpie portion, I'm happy that anybody watched any part, so let's thank them. Let's see if I can erase this a little bit more. It's still a little bit dark. Because we want the Sharpie to stand out, not the sketch, right? Okay, all right, here we go. Okay, so here we go. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Thank you for watching any portion of the video. Actually, don't forget to like and subscribe because I do one of these every day. Not this character, but a different character every day. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen, mostly the fine point, but the pen's in there for the fine point. It's a finer than a fine point, and it's going to help me find some of the things a fine point can't quite find. So, I'm going to start off with the Sharpie pen, and I've already sketched the entire thing out and erased the lighter line, so I've got kind of a ghost of an image to draw on. So I'm just going to go dive straight in. And I'm going to start with the eyes. I like to do that because it tells me if I've got them in a good spot. So I'm going to draw the top of the lids like this. And there you go. I've got it exactly where I want it. So now I'm going to draw some of the pupil. The iris. Like that. Try to get them both the same size. Then I'm going to add a little bit of pupil. And I'm just going to dot it in because I've got it going so small that I can't afford to do like that because I might bleed a little bit too much into it. So For the bottom of the eye, I'm going to let the iris imply the bottom of the eye, so I'm not going to draw it in. I'm just going to kind of hint like this, kind of come in like that. Then I'm going to draw just a little bit of makeup, like a cat eye, just to give it that pretty girl eye makeup, because this is so small that I can't add a lot of detail. And that's pretty much all I'm going to be able to do and build off of this. So even her eyebrows, I'm going to have to wait till I draw the hair and all that stuff. But we can draw the nose. We can do that. So I'll draw a little bit of a bridge, just a little bit like that. I can't do much because, again, like I keep saying, this is all super tiny and small. So I can draw a little bit of the nose in like this, and that's about it. That's about all I'm going to be able to do. Let's see, maybe I could add that nostril over there, like this, and stop there. I'm going to stop there. Okay, so I'm going to draw her mouth. And I'm going to give her just the actual slit of the mouth. I'm going to draw like that. So I can come in and just add a little bit of a top lip like this. And add a little bit of a bottom lip like this. And that's all I'm going to be able to do. We'll give her a little bit of a smile too. So I'm going to draw her hair first before I finish up the jawline and all that, because it's going to disappear if I might bleed into the hair. So what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to draw the mask edge and build off of that. So I've already sketched it out, so I know it's going to be like this. That's the edge of the mask. And it's going to go up like that. And before I draw that edge, I'm going to draw this little pointy piece that she's got hanging over like that, which is going to come down. And then I can draw the edge of the mask. Okay. And I just want to do that first so I don't draw into it. Because see, it's overlapping the mask. Like that. So let's draw the goggles. The goggles, yeah, I keep calling it the mask, but they're goggles, right? So something like that. So now we have an edge we can work with. So for the hair, I'm just going to kind of play around with the pointy whips that she's got. And what I was talking about in the sketch is that it looks to me like a giant spider over her face. You know, with the fangs. That's one way to look at it. That's what I thought of whenever I was drawing this. So before I continue, now I can draw some eyebrows, what I have left over. So I'm just going to barely come in and do something like that, just to give her some eyebrows. And the reason I wanted to do it afterwards is because I wasn't sure how much I was going to come into it. Now that I know, I can draw successfully. Okay, so again, more hair whips coming around like this, or more tarantula fangs. So like that. And I want to draw some other hairlines in there, but it's white hair, so I actually don't want to do that. I want to, but I shouldn't. Those are the words I'm trying to say. I shouldn't do it. So the goggles kind of cut her hair off, and so there's a front edge and a back edge. So right now we're playing with the front edge and letting it control like the edges of her, or what we can see of her face too. All right, so let's see it over here. I'm going to start to thicken up some of these edges as well. Let's do this. Just a little bit of hair, a little bit of lines, you know? So yeah, so all of this is what we're saying is in front of the goggles. And so now I'm going to do a couple that are back behind the goggles. There is something else in her hair over here, but like the rest of all this detail, that's just too much detail. I'm just going to do something like this just to define the other parts of the hair, and then we'll move on. Okay. All right, I think that's good enough for the hair. I say that, then I start adding lines. I can build off the face now. So I'm going to draw her chin like this and just build up like that. So see, there's not a lot I can really do with the details of her face. So that's why I wanted to draw these lines in first to give us that edge, to let me know where I can draw. Okay, so her neck's going to come down to about right there, and then that's where the rest of the detail is going to take over. So I'm going to switch over to the big Sharpie now and build off this. So I'm going to try to move fast because, again, this sketch took a long time. So I'm going to draw her, what would you call this? The jingle bell in the front. And it's got like the little place that you can hear the little jingle in the front like that. And then the headphones, which all we can really see are the edges like this. So we don't have to worry too much about the details of it going around. But because of the angle we're at, that's all we really got to draw. Okay, so I'm going to draw her breasts and the backpack straps. Okay, coming down to like this. That's where they're cutting across. And so her, like I said, her breasts are accented by the design of the suit because it's got like this little metal part underneath. So we do actually have to draw the shape of them. So I'm going to come in like this. And I'm also kind of going by the, oops, kind of got a little bumpy there. Going by the design that's underneath. Like I said, it's kind of some kind of weird metallic extra piece. I don't know why. Again, this whole thing is very bizarre and strange, and I don't get why half of it's like this, but you know what? We're just going to draw. And this little thing that I did here is like this little something hanging down. That's all I can say. I don't really know what it is. Half the stuff that I'm drawing, I don't know what it is. All right. So now that we have those edges, we can continue building off that. So let's go ahead and work on the arms. So I'm going to come with the sleeves. It's got like a bell look to it like that. Going to kind of come down into the shoulder. And let's add a few little creases because it is cloth. And we'll do the same thing here. It's just cloth on her shirt. And her arm, going to come down like this. And she's got like a glove on that's got a, there's the elbow, that's got a like that, you know, like an extra little rolled up sleeve edge to it like that. Okay, so this glove, or this arm has a protective glove on it. So we're going to come up here to about right there, go across. Then I'm just going to kind of do something like this. And it's just kind of accenting because it's on the back. But because our arm's twisted, we're only seeing the front and all that detail is on the back. But we got to do something. So I'm just going to kind of do something like this to where it's like strapped across. You know, that's the best way to look at it. And so the layers are going something like this. Again, it's on the other side, so we're not worrying too much about the detail. I'm just going to add a little bit of something to show the underside of the arm. Okay? And the hands I'm just going to have out like that. Just kind of a jazz hand, you know, check me out, look at me now, papa. And I'm going to draw the thumb out like this. And, oops, that's a little fat for a thumb, but we'll fix that in a second. I'm just going to follow my sketch here. So I can just draw finger to finger. Because again, I've already done the sketch, I've done the hard work. So now it's the easy part. So I say easy, but look how I messed up that thumb. So maybe it's not so easy. So now I'm just going to add like some detail to the hand. And let's see, we're going to do something like this. Just to give her some fingers, some palm lines. And I'll just draw like where the fingers would bend, something like that. Just to give it a little bit of detail, just a little bit of something, you know. All right, next one. So same thing, we're gonna draw the shoulder to the bell of the arm, or the shirt. It bells out like that. Again, add some cloth, bends. And same thing for this arm, it's like that glove is over here too, but there's no protector. So I'm gonna draw just a little bit of extra. down to the elbow, a little bit of extra to the crook of the arm, and then forearm to the wrist. And I'm going to close it off because it's like an extra sleeve. To the elbow like that. And we'll go ahead and draw like we did over there. Just that little ridge across like that. And her, same thing, her hand's just going to be out. Just a little, check me out, mama. That kind of hand. That's what we're doing here. So I'm going to draw the thumb. And again, I've already sketched out, so I can just draw my fingers. I know exactly where I'm going. And just come back in like this. And again, just draw just a couple of hand lines, you know, just to give it that, those creases and folds that hands have. Not all of them, you know, just a few. Oops, shouldn't have drawn that one, but what's done is done. All right, so let's keep moving on. So I'm going to draw her waist down to her belt. Draw the belt over like that a little bit. And there's this like elaborate thing that's right there. I don't know what it is, but I'm just going to keep drawing. So I'm going to draw the buckle like this, and then I can build off of that over to this thing. That's what I'm just going to keep saying because it's a packet that has, like, I don't know if these are shotgun shells or what these are, but there's something. I was saying in the sketch that it looks to me almost like the designer, the artist that drew it, put everything he could. Anything he was thinking of, he put it in there because there's almost too much detail. Oh no, I can't do that yet. Okay, so hang on. So this part has like this feather thing hanging down, I guess. Again, I don't know what it is, but there's that, and then there's this thing coming off, another one there, another one like that. Again, I don't know what all that is, so I'm just going to keep drawing, have fun with it, and add some detail. Okay. And this has a centerpiece like that. I don't know what all of these are, but we're gonna draw some extra stuff in it like that. And that's all I can see, I'll be honest with you. We'll just add that. How's that? Just to give it some extra. Okay, so let's see. There is another belt. We'll draw with the thinner Sharpie going across right here. Like that. And that's like the little buckle for that part. All right, so now we're going to draw her pants. And her pants kind of have some extra stuff in them too. So I'm going to come down here, kind of going to go in for that part of the belt. And let's just go ahead and draw anatomy, and then we'll add the details. So we're going to draw the leg, a little bump for that extra thing that's about to happen, down to the knee, down to the shin, to the boot, like that. Okay? Other side. Come in, like that, to the crotch right there. Now we're going to do this side. Same thing, a little bump for whatever that thing is. Oops, it's actually up there. Oh well. Oh well. So the knees right there. Shin, or, yeah. And let's see, the other part of the leg is going to be in here like this. To the boot, about right there. I'm not going to draw the boot yet. I'm going to try to build on this. So, how am I going to do this? All right, let's draw a little bit of her pelvic crotch right there. And again, there's a lot of detail in here, so let's see what I can do. I'm just going to kind of add some of these lines and then see if I can get going though, you know, because we'll call that the bump. That's what we'll do. That's a thicker line. We'll thicken that up. Okay, like I said, that one came out a little bit lower than I wanted. Okay, no big deal. So again, there's also these weird strap things going across, so I'm just going to kind of play around with a few little lines. And luckily, we've covered up a lot of it, so we don't have to draw too much. But there's these straps going across on that side, okay? And then she's got like a hose line going like that. All right, and so since we're here, let's go ahead and draw it. I don't know what all this stuff hanging off of her is. They look like big leaves or ears or something, so they're back behind her. So one of them is got, it's all like tied together like that. So I'll go ahead and draw that one in front. Draw the big leaf thing back behind it like that. Another one of those hanging down where it's bound together like that. And then this leaf thing, it's back behind, so we can't really see it. So, okay, don't know what it is, but all right. So now let's draw the boots. And the boots have their own unique look to them. So bear with me. Like this. And there's a lot of straps. Okay, then an ear. Sure, why not? Okay, same thing for this boot over here. So there's the top part coming down to this little ankle thing that's held together by straps. Then I'm going to connect it. Come down here for the heel. And then the toe is bound together like a little strap. So that gives her like little two toes. Okay, then the heel. Or the sole, like that. And again, little ear. Don't know why, but why not? Okay. All right, so I say we take care of the rest with color. So that is Razor from Fortnite. So here is my colored version. You could do it however you like. I just thought I'd show you how I decided to color it. If you'd like to color it like this, you can always pause the video here and use the coloring techniques that I used. Or you can just make it your own. Remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures of how I draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button to be updated about each new video.